Welcome back to Corvette Weekly. Here we are for the 18th week in a row. Yeah, 18 weeks. Yeah, that's a lot of weeks. That is more than 17. At least one more.
It's legal.
Oh my God. All right, so Jason takes it automatically right to
some places shouldn't go.
Right. All right, guys. So I'm seeing a lot of the same names. I know I say the same thing every week, but it's really reassuring to see all of you guys continuously tuning in every week, supporting the channel, supporting Vette Syndicate, supporting the Corvette community, or as we like to call it, Corvette Weekly. We're going to talk about a lot of really interesting Z06 stuff today because we actually got two pieces of news, really good news, that came out so recently that I wasn't even able to put it in the title or the description of this video. So we're going to be talking about some stuff that you guys aren't even aware we're going to be talking about yet, which is awesome. Yeah, I got Future Sean over here, Blue Vette, Carrie or Doug, how you doing? General Lee. Yes, so guys, it is my anniversary today. Me and my wife are celebrating our anniversary, so you could say happy anniversary to her. She is on the chat. So
I did on Facebook.
Awesome. I appreciate it. General Lee says he's hoping allocations will be signed this week. I'm ready to move out of 1100 status. Yeah. So rumor has it, we'll just jump right into some rumors here because I haven't had any chance to substantiate this, but rumor has it the Z06 allocations are coming either the 11th or the end of the month. So somewhere in between there, supposedly we're supposed to start getting some allocation info from your dealership. Supposed to be able to start actually submitting your orders and having them go somewhere other than your salesman's desk. So good. That's good news, but at the same time, I don't know why GM did it the way that they did. But either way, you're going to be able to start ordering this car here pretty soon officially. So we have a good bit of information to cover here, though, today, guys, because, like I said, a lot of good news came out just recently. Thank you, Wheeler. Thank you, Cole. Thank you, Pete. There's a lot of happy anniversary comments over there. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. How many years? How many years has it been, dear?
5.
5 years. I always want to say 5.
Newbie.
Huh?
You guys are newbies.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I like Wheeler O'Hara's comment. I like it. He says, just hit the like button. Hit it, guys. It costs you nothing to hit it. I agree. It looks like this. Hit that like button. But seriously, guys, we're going to jump into a little bit of information about the C8 Corvette Z06. You guys are all here for it. Oh, actually, before we do, Future Sean comes out with a really good comment. He says, Sioka is ordering this week. They just reached out to him. Now, he's pretty high up on Sioka's ordering list. So that's pretty cool. That's good to know. So if they're reaching out, then I think, yeah, the 11th sounds legit. 5 years into a life sentence. Yeah, I like that. All right, so let's flip over. I'm going to show you guys some of the Z06 information that we're going to be talking about today. And it's going to be a big one. The gas guzzler amount, guys. We know the amount for the gas guzzler fee now. And it is far less than some of those other YouTubers said that it would be. I've heard as high as $5,500. It's not. So depending on which version of the car you get, it's either going to be $2,600 or $3,000. So still not cheap by any means, but far less than the $500 or $5,000 or $5,500 that I've heard tossed around on YouTube a lot recently. It is going to be significantly lower than that. So if you guys have your order kind of in process or has been talking to your dealership about your order, you're now going to know you can add an additional $2,600 or $3,000 to it. Now the difference here looks like if you have the carbon aero, so the ground effects, the dive planes, the side skirts, all of that adds drag to the car, which of course is going to reduce the miles per gallon. So thus increasing the gas guzzler charge. So if you don't get the ground effects and all that stuff, it's $2,600. If you do, it's $3,000. Not really a bad price whenever you talk about the fact that a lot of people were thinking this was going to be $5,000 plus. Flying Cop Car says, what is your opinion on GM limiting the consumer from flipping the Z06 but not punishing the dealerships? So we've talked a lot about this. I actually had a video out about it, and we talked about it last week on the live video. It is a step in the right direction for GM, but we don't really think that they're addressing the entire issue. So it's good, but it's not good enough. Future Sean says, I have no idea. He just said he's going to be reaching out sometime this week to start building it. So I'm supposed to let him know if I have any questions about the build. I do believe I've heard the 11th as an official date for submitting the builds to GM, or the end of the month. I've heard both of those dates thrown around. So odds are good. One of them is probably accurate. Doug B says, hello, everyone. How's everyone doing this evening? Very well, Doug. Thank you for tuning in. You're another name that shows up almost every week, and we greatly appreciate the support. The Corvette community in general greatly appreciates it, because we're here as a bunch of Corvette fans wanting to know some new Corvette knowledge. So, yeah,
Rapid blue color.
Yeah,
That's MVP.
Do you agree?
No.
Okay, so I don't agree that it's the best color. It is a color that I love. However, I will say that when I post pictures on Instagram, Rapid blue always blows up.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think what it is it's a color that photographs really well. Some colors like Accelerate Yellow, Caffeine, Zeus Bronze, those colors do not photograph well. I'll be honest with you, I don't even think Hypersonic Gray photographs as well as it looks, but at least it does better than some of the other colors.
Yeah, I agree. For me, I actually think Rapid Blue is not the best photographing color, because depending on what kind of camera you're using, you're capturing a couple different colors. Yeah. Especially if you're filming with a GoPro, like sometimes I do. The GoPro will show Rapid Blue as like really, really deep blue, whereas with my cell phone, it's almost more of a turquoise.
Yeah. My cell phone seems to pull it out pretty good. I've been pleasantly surprised with it. But yeah, like I said, that seems to be the color for me that does better than any other color on Instagram.
Yeah, and R-Pop, this guy, I think this actually might be Steve. you see the comment?
Yeah, no, that is Steve.
Nothing hits like Torch Red, guys. And honestly, Torch Red it's right up there with one of my favorite colors as well. I'm actually looking at a new car right now that it's not Torch Red, but it's red. Yeah. And it is a Corvette.
Here's the thing though, like I love Torch Red. And when we saw the Z06, you and I saw the Accelerate Yellow. Yeah. When I saw Torch Red, in which, I like yellow. I'm doing yellow again on the C8, but when I saw the Torch Red in person, like my eyes actually got larger. Like I could feel it straining the eye socket. You know what I mean? As opposed to the yellow. The yellow, I was like, okay, that's nice. But red was like, it was like sensory overload.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, I had a red C8 and I have to fight everything inside me to not get another red C8 Z06, because it's like, I've already done that. I've already had a red one. I can't get another red one, but every time I see that red on the Z06, it looks different than a red C8. It's really strange.
It really is. I mean, it's amazing how much difference there is.
Yeah. So guys, I got to mention Vette Father is in the house. Him and I are looking to do some business soon. So is, actually him and Jason already have. Yep. He works at Boardwalk Chevrolet.
Yep.
And the experience has been great. So if you guys are in the market for a C8 Corvette, I will put their information in the description below after this video is not live anymore. And if you want to check out a place to get a C8 Corvette, talk to Al. I'll put his contact info down there too. He's the guy. Digital Car Addict. He's on the live. He says, I hope GM eventually does direct factory orders for Vettes like Tesla does. Will stop the markup BS. So me and Digital Car Addict are going to be entering into a little bit of an agreement here soon too. But he's absolutely right. So guys, one really interesting thing, I don't know if I told Jason this or Steve. I talked to a customer down at Miami, the Miami shop, that brought in a Ford Maverick. So if you guys don't know what that is, it's a hybrid, like smaller than mid-sized truck. And he ordered that directly from Ford. So Ford is doing it right now. Ford is literally allowing you to order direct if it's an EV, which is interesting. It's a step in the right direction. And if Ford's doing it, you bet Chevy's going to be right there doing it too. And I can't wait for that.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone to Boardwalk several times. I remember they had a Blue Viper there going to the Middle East. Nice. So we got at least one guy going to Boardwalk here. That's awesome. You still planning on getting the blacked out Z06, or are you going hypersonic gray? Flying cop car, it is definitely black from here forward. I was really into the hypersonic gray color for a hot second until I kind of saw some of the weird shades of green that are in it under certain lights. It still is a really nice color. Don't get me wrong. I'm just one of those guys that if I can't appreciate the color in every single lighting situation, I'm not in. So yeah, guys, I'm going to flip back over to the browser. I see some people talking about this already. The Gas Guzzler Fee has been released. If you don't get the Carbon Arrow package, it's $2,600. If you do get the Carbon Arrow, it's $3,000. So obviously the difference there is more drag on the car, worse gas mileage, therefore you pay more in Gas Guzzler Fee. So real quick, I just wanted to mention that, guys, because this has been something that no one has really talked about much up to this point. And a lot of us, including myself, thought that it was going to be substantially higher than this. But again, didn't want to really talk too much about it until we had some more facts. The only fact I had was a YouTuber, another YouTuber I know that doesn't really ever seem to get anything right. But anyway, Digital Car Addicts, are you asking me if I'm going with 70th? Black doesn't show the sharp edges on the C8. MVP, normally you're right, but what I'm going to be doing with the black color on the C8, I promise you will show the sharp edges even more so than any color that exists on that car.
Yep.
So SVT Snake is asking, is there any word on the C8z Performance? And there really isn't. So guys, this is a big issue for me personally. We know the 0 to 60 time. Okay, sure. It's 2.6 seconds to 60. That's pretty fast. Don't get me wrong. It's impressive. And we're going to talk a little bit about that in a second. But the problem is that we're not getting real world performance stats here. And I'm starting to get a little bit worried. So just to clarify, I don't think that GM is going to drop the ball. At least I hope they're not going to. But if we don't get some Nurburgring times here pretty soon, I don't know. It's going to be hard to drop 180 grand on a car that might not perform as well as a car that is priced right around the same there that goes by the name of Porsche or Lamborghini. I mean, at that point, how is the Z06 worth the money if it's not going to perform better? And we don't know if it's going to perform better. Hey guys, watching with the wife. She sees the Vette Syndicate shirt, asked me, weren't you at the meet with them on Saturday? Slow Vette Man. Do you guys know him?
I'm sure we do if he was with us Saturday, but I don't know which specific.
Yeah, it's gosh, who is that? I do know him. It's not what's his car? I do know. Is that Bill? That's Bill.
That's Bill.
I think that's Bill with the silver C8
player.
I think that's him.
Okay.
So Alpha Life says that yeah, satin black will show every line beautifully. 100%. You guys wait. Once I wrap that car XPEL Stealth, the lines are going to explode. They exploded with my red one, but with the black car, it's going to be even worse or even better. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Bill. Yep.
Oh, interesting.
His reel is over 700,000 views on Vette Syndicate, by the way.
Bill.
Yeah. Oh, his 6-second reel is over 700,000 views.
Yeah. So future Sean, him and I, like I've said before, we talk a lot behind, you know, the live videos here and stuff. And he says the same kind of thing. We've talked a lot about this. He says, I have no idea how fast this thing is really going to be around the track. And I'm about to drop $170,000 on it. So here's the thing. I know a lot of you out there will say this, and I've heard this before. I don't really care what the Nurburgring times are. It doesn't really matter. I'm getting the car anyway. And that's fine. That's 100% fine. You do you. But at the end of the day, if I'm going to spend 170 grand on a car, I want to know that it's better, it's faster around the Nurburgring than a car of equal value. So you can get the GT3. I was just talking to Digital Car Act about this. You can get the GT3. It starts at 180. So if you get a well-optioned Z06, you're pushing hard into 180 territory. And a GT3 is pretty freaking respectable around a track. So will the Z06 be as good, if not better? And if the answer is yes, then the Z06 is not only an awesome car, but it is a freaking insane performance bargain. Yeah, no top speed yet either, which is also kind of worrying because we should have that information by now. I would have to say Z07 package will have somewhere between 8 and 10 miles an hour slower top speed due to the wing. But at the end of the day, both of those cars should be over 200 miles an hour top speed. Again, not something you're going to use daily when going to the grocery store, but it's still good to know because you're spending 180 grand on a car that should have a top speed of over 200 miles an hour. Ken, I want to say hi. I didn't get to address you yet, but I will definitely be at Carlisle, obviously. So will at least one of these guys, maybe both. You got to get on Steve. Get on Steve. Tell him he has to come. Say it.
If I come for one reason only, and that's to drive the King. That's it.
Yeah. So guys, I told him if he comes, he can drive the ZR1. Now here's the thing. If you don't come, I'm still gonna let Jason drive it.
Oh,
and we're gonna make a video about how, you know, this could be you, but instead
we'll go live just for you, man.
Yeah, we'll have one viewer on that live video.
Could be mad face.
Right. Carrie Glock says stealth will be bad. Yeah, 100%. All right, so I'm trying to catch up with the chat here. R-Pop says GM is shady. It's obvious they're not putting out the numbers for a reason. R-Pop, that is exactly my thought, and I really, really, really hope I'm wrong. I really do. Because if we're not wrong, it's very unfortunate because, again, we're going to have a car that is going to cost 180 grand or 170 grand well optioned that doesn't perform as well as some of the other 180 grand cars. Charles says, I doubt the Z06 will beat the Porsche GT3 around the Virginia International Raceway. That's there's no argument. I don't have an argument for you because I have no idea if it will either. And that's where I think we're having some serious problems, some serious disconnects, is we're paying $170,000 to $180,000 for a car that we don't know the performance specs on yet. And they're going to be taking the orders possibly in a couple days, worst case scenario, in about 3 weeks. So you're going to be placing an order for a car and possibly throwing down some money before you even know the performance specs. But anyway, guys, I want to flip back over to the website here real quick because we have a lot more information to talk about other than just, you know, the performance stuff. Yeah, Jerome says if the performance isn't right, it's going to be a flop. And I don't know, man. GM doesn't seem to usually mess up this kind of stuff, but I got my fingers crossed. All right, so let's flip over to the browser real quick, guys. We already talked about the gas guzzler charge, $2,600 if you do get if you don't get the carbon, and $3,000 if you do. So not too bad, but we're going to jump on to the next thing, which is an anniversary Z06 has a September 19th target production week. Now, again, if you guys remember right, I had a video out not too long ago talking about the Z06 production date and when you could start to see these things shipping, and GM removed it from their website. They had it on there originally saying September shipping date, and then they removed it. And we talked about it in that video as to why they removed it. Was it because they weren't going to hit that date, or was it because they released it too soon and they didn't want people to know yet? Now we know. The anniversary Z06 has a September 19th target production week, so odds are good it will probably ship late September, possibly early October. Somebody will have this car pretty soon. So very interesting stuff here, guys. I mean, the car is coming that soon. That's not a little over a month away at this point. So if that's the case, then that means the orders happening on the 11th or the end of this month are probably legit. That's probably when GM's going to officially start taking your orders and officially start entering them into the system and start the building process. What do you guys think of that?
I just want to know if it's going to get my order faster.
Yeah, I don't know. The Z06, for those of you who don't know, the Z06 build numbers are actually going to pull from the C8 base build numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything, it might slow yours down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I will say I'm kind of glad because, man, I am starting to see C8s everywhere. I mean, we have like get-togethers, and there's more C8s than C7s, C6, C5, like all combined. Which I love the car. I'm buying one, but it's still, you know, they're just becoming really in the DFW area.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't speak to other areas, but I see them every single day. I mean, I love seeing them, but you know,
I've seen my garage.
exactly.
Yeah. That's kind of the thing is, here in Pennsylvania, I'm starting to notice the same thing where I'm seeing C8s more often than C7s now. And just, you know, a couple months ago, it wasn't that way. It was the opposite. So I do believe the C8s are starting to be churned out now. People are getting them. They're getting their cars, and you know, in a higher rate than they have in the past, obviously. So now they're everywhere, which isn't a bad thing, but it's kind of not a great thing either, depending on how you look at it. But yeah, Ken asks, AWE exhaust at Corvettes at Carlisle again and doing free installs. Yes. Last I heard from them, they will be doing free installs at Carlisle again. 11-second Eclipse says, I want to see one in my garage too. Jerome lives in Bethlehem. That's not too far from me, I don't think. Steve, I saw that, I don't know where it was at here now, but I saw your comment about our conversation on the plane. I think we said a lot of stuff on the plane that is probably not great for YouTube. So I don't think I'm going to talk too much about that. Unfortunately, because it's all good stuff. The stuff we were talking about on the plane is all legit, but I don't know. YouTube doesn't necessarily handle that kind of stuff real well, I guess. But SVT, yes. As of now, they do have a markup, but it's only $5,000. So if you call my guy Al, tell him Horsepower Obsessed sent you or Vette Syndicate sent you, he's going to know exactly what you're talking about, and he's going to get you the best, absolute best service. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of paying over MSRP regardless of how much it is. If it's $1 over, I'm not a big fan, but Al makes the process so seamless and so personal, I almost don't mind it. It's really weird. So if you're in the market and you don't mind a little bit of an over MSRP charge, talk to him. He'll get you taken care of. They seem like they get a decent amount of allocations too, so you're likely to get the car pretty quick.
Yeah, he's been very helpful. Like I emailed him the other day. It was pretty quick when I got my reply. Yeah,
he's been great. I asked him the other night if I could call him. I had a quick question, and he called me immediately. So real good guy. Definitely something I will definitely do business with them in the future.
I'll drop a name. So I got mine. If you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, go to Stonebriar. It is a $5,000 markup. See John, and I'm telling you, they don't play games. It's literally, here's the car, they order it, done. I've been to dealers just play games, and it drives me nuts. $5,000 over, and I know mine was ordered pretty quick, and I'm supposed to be getting mine anywhere between October and December.
Yeah, and like I said, SVT kind of said the same thing here, that 5,000 over isn't bad, and it's not really a bad amount over MSRP, but at the same time, it is over. So if you're okay paying over, I would go obviously with the dealership that charges the least amount over, and 5,000 is one of the lowest amounts that I've seen.
Like, I saw Ford when the GT500 came out. Yeah. The car was $100,000. They were charging 50,000, and I'm like, that's just stupid. Yep. And they're like, dude, getting it every day. He kept trying to talk me into it. I'm like, there's no way I would do that.
Nope.
Especially for a Mustang.
50K over is unreal. I mean, it's that simple. So, guys, real quick, 250 people watching. We don't have that many likes. If you could, please smash that thumbs up button. Let me know you're liking the content, because we are going to talk real quick about the channel giveaway. Again, this is a month-long giveaway. We started this on the 1st of August. It's now the second Corvette Weekly for the week, and we are giving away something for your C8 Corvette that comes to us from our friends over at the C8 Vette Parts Online website, and it is this. So basically what you're looking at is the engine dress-up kit from C8 Vette Parts. It will give you the 2 black and red pieces on the left and right of the engine, and this kind of would replace or give you the same look as the engine appearance package you would get from GM at a much lower price. So their price normally, I believe, is $499. You are going to get these for free, and the way you enter is every donation to the channel of $10 will get you 1 entry.
And
so
you want to support all of Vette Syndicate, make sure you put "this is for Vette Syndicate" in the super chat or the Venmo to Justin.
Yeah, so another thing about that, guys, super chats, YouTube takes over 50%. If you want to send the money to make sure we get all of it, send it to my Venmo, which is just Horsepower Obsessed. Every $10 gets you 1 entry to win these $500 pieces for your C8 Corvette. This is from the guys over at C8 Vette Parts Online. It's the same guys that make the radiator grill guards. If you're interested, $10 gets you 1 entry. But with that said, we're going to jump back to some of the news here. We have some interesting happenings at Spring Mountain over the last couple of days.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, what you're looking at there is literally a flash flood. Now, I read through some of this, and it looks like none of the cars were damaged.
Yeah, I don't think they were, because when I saw some video of it, it showed the Vettes, but they were not. Did not damage. Although some of the people that live on the property had damage to their cars, it looked like.
Yeah. So no damage to the Vettes, but there was a lot of obvious flooding here, pushed a lot of sand and stuff onto the track. It is now reopened, and if you're looking to go to Ron Fellows, you're welcome to do so at this point, it looks like. But definitely pretty crazy stuff. I mean, obviously where they're located there, it doesn't get a whole heck of a lot of rain anyway. But for flash flooding to just come in like that'd be some scary stuff, I think.
Dang.
They said in the 18 years that Ron Fellows has been there, they've never had a flash flood like that before.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was a street out near it, and it looked like a river. You could literally see the water just rushing down the street. It was crazy.
Yep. Okay, so guys, C8 Vette Parts is actually in the chat here. He says he can't wait to see everybody at Corvettes Carlisle. His name is Rich. Really great guy. I've dealt a lot with him. He makes really awesome parts for the cars. He'll be at Corvettes at Carlisle along with me, along with Jason, and hopefully Steve, if you guys can convince him.
Did you do it? One of your live streams from there last year, right?
Oh yeah, I did. I think 3, and I'll do the same.
I remember seeing him.
Like a golf cart.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a golf cart again because Ken, one of my subscribers over here, he gets a golf cart and we just ride around on a golf cart. I mean, that's the way to do it. But I saw Larry's in here. He's one of the big channel supporters. If you just tuned in, Larry, I just wanted to mention we talked a little bit about the Z06 Gas Guzzler Fee. That is out now. $2,600 if you don't get the carbon fiber ground effects. $3,000 if you do. So still lower than what some people had speculated. An anniversary Z06 has a September 19th target production week, meaning it could be coming out pretty soon, which is awesome stuff. And then, of course, we just talked a little bit about the Spring Mountain having a flash flood issue. So, yep. So C8 Vette Parts, right there it is. He says, Steve, you got to go. You got to be there, man. You can't back out.
One issue, and if I get that issue fixed, I'll be there. It's called Teenage Daughters.
Sportify. He says, hey, Justin, haven't been on live in a while, but I'm happy to be back. Keep up the good work. Thank you for tuning in. It has been a little while since I've seen you. I'm glad to have you back.
And make sure you hit that like button, Sportify.
Absolutely, guys. All of you could, if you hit the like button, it helps out the channel a lot. How you doing, Larry? Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, we got a lot of really cool Corvette information today, specifically about the Z06. All right, so we're going to flip back over to the web browser. There, yeah, Jerome says teenage daughters are expensive.
Yeah.
One more thing about the Z06, and this is the big one for today, is the Z06 is cheaper and faster than these 10 exotics. Now, the title of this thread is slightly misleading because we don't know how fast the Z06 is actually going to be, but we do know how quick it's going to be. So as far as the 0 to 60 times, yes, it is faster than these competition cars here, and some of them are pretty freaking expensive. So we can look at the chart here and really start to get an idea of why the Z06 is so freaking good. And if you look at the price there versus all the specs you get, almost all of these are better than any of the ones down the line, all the way up to a $500,000 Ford GT, which that price is massively wrong. Last I checked on those things were well over $1 million. But either way, yeah. And see, the where the problem starts to enter in for me is right around the Audi R8. So yeah, the Z06 has a better 0 to 60 time, but is it going to have a better track time? And then we move on to even the Ford GT. Yeah, it's got a better 0 to 60 time, but is it going to have a better track time? And I mean, you can see even in the top speed category there, we have a TBD for the Z06. We don't know what the top speed is going to be, but all the rest of them, minus the BMW and I guess the Mercedes and the Porsche, most of them here are over 200 miles an hour. And if the Z06 is not, then we got to start questioning what we're really paying for. No, we don't. So Jerome asks, do we have Nurburgring times for the base C8? Oh, yeah, for the base C8 we do, yes. Not the Z06. The base C8, I believe, was 7 minutes and 33 seconds. Yeah, Kerry Glock says we need to get the Z06 into the hands of some consumers. I think that's coming because that's another thing we were going to talk about today is how many Z06s have been spied recently on a trailer just being hauled all over America. Like these cars are going out everywhere. So they have to be doing something with these things. I don't know what the heck they're doing.
Crazy.
Yeah, General Lee, I hope it's better than that. I really do. With the Z07, I still think it should hit over 200, even if it's like 201. Give me something that's over 200. Because, I mean, the ZR1 was 212. That is with the low wing, but even with the high wing, I don't know if I've ever actually seen it, but I'm pretty sure it still hits over 200 miles an hour, even if it's 201. None of the numbers here listed on this site are speculation for the Z06. This is all legit. 2.6 seconds to 60 is straight from GM. But what do you guys think about this chart here? Do you agree that the car is going to be better than these cars at that price? Or are you kind of on the fence like I am with the fact that we don't really have enough information to be making a chart like this yet?
I definitely think they should have the numbers out. I think it's I am worried that the numbers aren't going to be that great, or at least aren't that great right now, or they would have I can't imagine why they wouldn't have those numbers posted at this point.
Aren't they done? Yeah. Aren't they done?
I think Industry Days is done on either today or tomorrow.
I thought.
And if that's the case, we should have a number this week. We should have a Nurburgring number this week. Now, last I checked, and it was confirmed by a couple websites, but I don't know, again, how much faith you can put it in. They had the Z06 and the E-Ray both over there at the Nurburgring.
Yeah.
So we should, after today or tomorrow, they should come back and have a track time for both of those cars. Not just the Z06, not just the E-Ray. We should have for both of them.
I will laugh if they have E-Ray numbers and no Z06 numbers. That would be...
Honestly, it wouldn't even surprise me, because what you're talking about then is a real distinct possibility that the Z06 is not hitting the numbers that they wanted to hit, but the E-Ray did.
See, that's what I'm saying. Tell. I mean, there's no question.
Yeah. Huh. I don't know. Good Doctor says, do you think they will make a Z06 default wing available for the Stingray C8? I don't think GM will, but there have been some aftermarket companies that have been toying or playing with that idea. They've been, what is it, Segala and AGM.
Yeah.
So they're both making a wing that will fit the C8 Corvette that will look like a Z06 wing.
Yep. And another sponsor we can't name, but that's where I'm going to get mine from.
Ralph Cruz says, we're not buying the Z06 just for speed, but for the looks. And for me, the Z06 looks more amazing than most supercars. 100% correct, Ralph. I would never say not to buy a car based on specifically the fact that it doesn't perform as well as the supercars. The looks are a real concern for me. Like I said in my video when we were talking about the electric cars, I would rather a car look fast than be fast. But at the same time, there is a price range for that. So if you're paying massively over what other nice looking exotics that perform well as well go for, and you're getting a car that doesn't perform as well but still looks the part, I mean, there's got to be some sort of balance there. General Lee says, hey, Amber. He saw you in the background. Larry Anthony says that he heard the real 0 to 60 time for the new Z06 is closer to 2.4. I would believe that, because my C8, the GM advertised the C8 base as 2.9 seconds to 60. It was right after I got mine. I had mine on a track, and I hit 2.6 seconds 0 to 60 4 times in a row on that track, and it did it without trying. So I mean, right off the bat, I was 0.3 seconds faster than what GM says. I would imagine the same is going to apply for the Z06. So instead of 2.6, it could be as low as 2.3, depending on track prep, temperature, all kinds of different things. You have a crush on General Lee. General Lee's a good dude. I've met him in person. I don't think I'd say I have a crush on him, but he is a cool guy. So
he is one of the nicest guys you could ever meet.
Future Sean said that he wouldn't be surprised if other people replicate the Z06 wing but sell it without a brace. At first, we were thinking Segala's was being sold without a brace, and I feel like that would be the worst possible idea on the planet. Even Steve said the same thing. You're driving down the road at 80 miles an hour, and all of a sudden it rips your entire bumper off. Like, not a great idea.
They confirmed they're putting a brace underneath the bumper.
Yeah.
So that's.
But at first, when we were first looking at it, it didn't look like there was a brace. Yeah. I mean, it would.
A lot of downforce.
Yeah, the downforce and everything on that car would just rip it off. Justin, how you doing? Congratulations. Happy anniversary. This is JC. We met at Bremen Chevrolet. The guy that had the pink shirt on. Yes. All right.
I remember him.
I was going to say, everybody remembers the pink shirt guy. Yeah. Big dude. What's up, man? Larry says Justin hit 2.6 with his C8. An extra 175 horsepower should improve on the Z06 advertised 2.6. Definitely agree. I think especially the extra horsepower, the better aero, and the wider tires for a better contact patch, I could see the car hitting 2.4, 2.3 would be, I mean, the numbers we're talking about nowadays, guys, it's insane. You're going to have a car that hits 2.3, 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds. It's just nuts. I've heard this before too. Steven says you can't go by the clock in the car. It's not even close to accurate. You need to use a calibrated GPS device. I have used a Draghi in my C8 before, and it matched almost identically to what the dash said every single time. So I don't know that it's necessarily...
Justin, check your Venmo.
All right, so we got a Venmo today from Ralph Cruz. He donated $100, so that gets him entered 10 times to win the C8 Vette Parts Online engine dress-up kit. He says that it's a donation to my gas guzzler tax. I'm going to need, what, 26 more of those? Oh, I appreciate it, though, Ralph. Thank you so much. Yeah, so the gas guzzler tax on the C8 Z06, guys, if you're just tuning in, it's going to be between $2,600 and $3,000. So definitely not terrible, but it's not cheap either. Now, for those of you wondering for the giveaway, I am keeping track of all of the donations and how many entries that gives you. And at the end of the month, we're going to randomly select a winner. Yeah, we have a list. Oh, there's the list. Let's see. General Lee says he'll be launching it at every light on his way to the gas station just because. Yeah. Waving at the Prius guys. Hey, you know. Yeah, Rick Hendricks gets the first one, but he probably won't even drive it. All right, so we got one more piece of information before we get into some giveaway stuff. Let's flip over the browser again. If you guys are just joining, these are some of the cars that the Z06 competes directly with at a cheaper rate. Now, there are a lot of unknowns still with the Z06, so for now, we're just kind of limiting it to 0 to 60 times. But as far as 0 to 60 is concerned, the Z06 is faster than all of these cars, all the way up to the Ford GT, which will literally cost you $1 million. So the next one's going to be this, which is kind of what we talked about a second ago, is just the fact that there is Z06's being transported everywhere. So as you can see on this trailer here, that red mist one is really looking good. I like that color a lot with black stripes. But right below it looks like either hypersonic gray or maybe the silver. And these are all going somewhere, but we don't really know where they're going. So there's the hypersonic gray with yellow calipers, rapid blue. Actually, that looks just like this thumbnail. How about that? Again, hypersonic gray with carbon fiber wheels. I mean, we got all kinds of details on these things, and they're just being trailered up to different parts of the country. So these things are being tested and possibly put through all kinds of different things because it's got to be getting, we got to be getting close. I mean, we already have a target production week for an actual Z06, and it's a little over a month away. So these things are just, they're everywhere. They're on the trailers all the time now. Have any of you actually seen these things on the trailers?
Not me.
Yeah, not me either. I've never seen one.
Texas yet, unless it's on in a showroom.
Yeah. C8 Vette Parts Online says, didn't they recall all the Z06s back to Detroit? Are they going back or others to test? That was something that happened, or at least rumored to have happened a couple months ago, that they called some of them back. But I think we're past that at this point. Whenever that information came out, I believe it was already kind of old. So I think that was already taken care of. And yeah, this is very possible that this particular trailer is somehow on its way to Carlisle, because at Corvettes at Carlisle this year, we are going to have, I've already talked to one of the people that demonstrate the Z06s at the dealerships, they already confirmed at least 2 different Z06s there, which if I had to guess is going to be the yellow and the red Z06 with the Z07 packages. We also have the red mist Z06 and a silver Z06 without a Z07 package. So I think we could potentially have 4 different Z06s at Corvettes at Carlisle. And we could be looking at them right here on this trailer, because if you look right there is a red mist Z07. We got a rapid blue Z07. Yeah, that's a Z07 too, the silver. So actually there's no Z06s on there, but a couple Z07s. And what's really interesting is down below, you can see right here, there's a wrapped up just regular C8. I think it's crazy the way they're shipping these things out right now. It's really interesting. But yeah, guys, if you could, please go ahead, smash that thumbs up button. Let us know you're liking the content so we can keep creating this kind of stuff for you guys. It really helps the channel a lot. And of course, if you guys are interested in any kind of donations or anything, you can send them to my Venmo at Horsepower Obsessed, and it will get you entered to win the C8 Vette Parts Online engine appearance package. So this is a replacement for the GM engine appearance package, or if you don't have one at all, this will be a way of dressing up your engine bay to look really, really freaking awesome. So, yeah. If you guys want to get entered to win that, every $10 gets you 1 entry. And right now we have Ralph Cruz leading the entries for tonight with $100. I got him 10 entries to get this guy right here. But anyway, guys, this is one of the giveaways for the channel for this month. The winner will be determined at the end of this month. So we started this on August 1st, and at the end of August, we will decide the winner. But what are you guys thinking of? I don't know, man. I'm really kind of captivated by that red mist color right there. That looks really good. What do you guys think?
It's another color I love in person. I don't always like it in photos, but I think it's a great looking color in person. But I hate to say it, it does feel like an older person's red.
Yeah. And you know what? I felt that way specifically about Long Beach Red.
Yeah.
I don't really feel that way about the red mist. I think red mist fixed that problem because they added a lot more torch red to it. In my opinion, that car sitting right there at the top, that is probably in this particular lighting, that is one of the nicest colors I've seen on that car.
See, I'm if you have it, flaunt it kind of a person, so it's got to be bold for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. Obviously my C8 Corvette was red. I would do, I'm a red or black kind of guy. You'll probably never see me own another color unless we get some sort of really crazy lizard green. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
R Pop said, when will you be posting a video of your entire Z06 spec? I actually contemplated doing that not too long ago, but I didn't because every other YouTuber on the planet did. So I thought it would be kind of pointless, but I can definitely do that. Maybe I'll work on that this week. What'd you say, Jason?
I think some have done it more than once. Maybe.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Some people would like to beat that dead horse. Shiny fenders, I'm with you. My Z06 will be black. I may be getting another C8 that will be black as well. Steve Robertson says, has anybody seen the white pearl metallic tri-coat? Is it white or off-white? I have not seen it in person yet, but if I had to guess, it will likely be more of an off-white. Typically, the pearl is more of an off-white.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So C8 Vette Parts Online, he's the man providing the engine appearance package that we were just talking about here, guys, that you can win. And he actually will paint them whatever color, well, torch red, ceramic matrix gray. Man, some of these acronyms I'm struggling with right now. Silver or white. He's got all of them over here. So it looks like almost any color you want, he will paint them for you. So it doesn't even have to be red, apparently.
Oh, that changed everything.
It definitely changes everything. So guys, if you want these things, but you don't want them in red, Now you can get them in whatever color you want. So C8 Vette Parts Online, his name is Rich. He is willing to paint these whatever color you want. That's really awesome. So everybody give a big thumbs up to Rich over there. He's doing some awesome work with the C8 Corvette stuff. But yeah, if you guys are interested, every $10 gets you an entry. So looks like Larry is donating later tonight, he said, and he said that it will be a good one. So we'll see. Where did I just see that comment? I need to read that. Future Sean says Justin is going to use my car for his spec. LOL. I hope so, man. Future Sean is pretty early on the list at Sioka, and him and I have talked a lot. He's a cool dude, so I think I might spend some time with his car at some point. But yeah, I'm curious, guys. What are your thoughts on all this? So we got to cover tonight the gas guzzler fee for the Z06, which is something that some people speculated to be as high as $5,500, which were obviously horribly mistaken. At the highest, it's going to be $3,000, which is pretty good, but it's still, at the end of the day, you're still adding that on top of a $165,000 car if you will option this thing. So $3K for the gas guzzler if you get the carbon fiber, ground effects, and everything. And then the anniversary Z06, which actually, the picture here is actually showing the pearl white that we were just asking about. And it looks like we actually have a name of the person too. It's Callie Cargirl is at 3,000 status and already obtained her target production week for this particular build. That's pretty interesting. I wonder why. Wow. Yeah, so she did spend the 5,000 extra to get a custom VIN, so I think that's part of the reason. But this is still, she's likely to be the first person in the country with a Z06, possibly the world. It's pretty crazy.
Wow.
Carrie Glock asked me if I checked my P.O. box lately. I have not. I'm going tonight to check. I just got back from Florida today. Had a really interesting conversation on the plane ride in with a subscriber. And we literally talked about a C8 Corvette and the C8 Corvette Z06 the entire flight home from Florida. It was awesome. I love running into subscribers like that and just talking cars. I'm a car guy, so talking cars with anybody is a fantastic thing, which is why we do what we do here on Monday nights. Talking cars is awesome. But yeah, like I said, I just got back, so I will be checking my P.O. box tonight, though, and I'll send you a message as soon as I do. Yeah, C8 Vette Parts Online says the ceramic matrix gray has that flip-flop in the sun that is really beautiful. So I've seen it on overcast days. It has a really grayish look to it, and on the brighter days, it looks white. It is an interesting color for sure. Yeah, Jonathan Brown says custom VIN gets you the car early. That's what's happening here. Yep. Definitely. If you're going to wrap it, there's really, in my experience, there is no other option. Blackout tinting is where it's at. But yeah, guys, let's talk a little bit about what it is we've discussed here tonight and how it affects you, how it affects your decision on getting a Z06. Let me know what your thoughts are here. Have any of you been turned off on getting a Z06 that were going to get one initially? I'm gonna put up a poll here because I want to know if that's something, the pricing or the gas guzzler price, has it turned you off from wanting a Z06? I'm gonna put up the poll now.
I'll tell you what turned me off. The fact that there's 11 million people that want one and nowhere near the amount of allocations available. That turned me off.
Yeah. I mean, that's that whole supply and demand thing.
I know. I demanded they supply more.
I love it. Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, Jerome, I'm kind of surprised we haven't reached that that part yet where wraps for a car are more of a almost a factory option, because you can really choose whatever color you want. If you decide to go with a wrap, you can wrap your car whatever color you want, and that's pretty cool. Future Sean, I have not seen that video. If you want to give me a quick rundown of what happened, we'll talk about it. But he says that no performance numbers has turned him off. He's still going to buy the car, but it is a turnoff. It kind of makes you wonder, what is the reason we're not getting these numbers? Kerry Glock says, will it turn into a limited run of a year or two? That is possible. I thought about that myself, where when GM first brought out the C7 Corvette ZR1, they didn't actually know if it was going to be a 1-year run or not. And it ended up being a 1-year run, but they weren't sure if it was going to be or not. So the Z06 could kind of be the same thing. All right. Ken donating $20, so he'll get entered to win the C8 Vette Parts Online stuff 2 times. He says, happy 5th anniversary, Justin and Amber. Enjoy and see you soon. Yeah. So Ken will be at my booth. I will be right in the midway, right with AWE exhaust, just like last year. And you guys, if you're at Carlisle, stop by, see me, stop by, see Jason, and petition to stop by and see Steve. Tell him, I'll tell you what, Steve, just bring your daughter. Okay. She'll love it. Right.
Yeah.
What teenage girl doesn't like just standing in the heat and looking at Corvettes?
Exactly.
Mine.
Huh?
I said, apparently mine. I was like, come on, go with me. Eh.
Yeah. No girls like that. Well, I'm sure there probably are some, but
yeah.
But yeah, guys, I'm curious what your thoughts are. Did you guys hear about the gas guzzler fees? Let me know if you guys are tuning in for the first time. If you didn't hear what we were talking about earlier, I'll go over it real quick with you again. Jerome says, if those numbers aren't great, I'll just wait for it to hit the used market at a reasonable price. Don't mind getting a few years late. Yeah, I mean, that's the sad part of it all, is that if the numbers come out and they're not as good as they're kind of portraying them to be, it could affect the car's performance as far as money is concerned, as far as sales are concerned too. I mean, trust me, I really hope I'm wrong about all this, but it really seems like the numbers are not out because they're not where they should be. And like I said, I hope I'm wrong. This is not anything factual, but Great White North Corvette says, I don't think we have gas guzzler fees in Canada. That's pretty cool, actually. I might move to Canada then.
Well, yeah, but how much more are there? So,
I was going to say, at least for that part.
if I'm not mistaken, the gas guzzler tax came about during the Bill Clinton administration. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe so.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Jokes right there. I'm just saying. You're talking about gas guzzler.
Yeah. Oh my God. All right. General Lee, I'm going to do my best to be down there in November as well. So we might be able to all meet up. Would be pretty cool. Oh boy. The dog has something to say about gas guzzler fees. All 3 guys rock, and mostly the missus, Amber, the boss, and the backbone of HPO. So we're all pretty cool, but we're not as cool as her, just so you guys know. All right. I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap up, guys. Looks like we've covered all the information today. Real quick, there's Onyx. You guys want to say hi to Onyx? Get him on the camera better. And look at his beard. Look at this dog's beard. He's got the best beard. Look at that thing.
We need a thumbs up for the dog.
Yeah, guys.
We've had a lot.
Give Onyx a thumbs up.
Yep.
Look at him. He has no idea what's going on. Oh boy. Say hi, Onyx. Say hi. Nope. He's camera shy. Anyway, yeah, so real quick, just to recap, guys, we got the Z06 Gas Guzzler Fee, $2,600 without the ground effects, 3,000 with. We have a anniversary Z06 being built in September 19th, or yeah, it's got a target production week of September 19th, which is a lot sooner than a lot of us thought. Spring Mountain is now reopened after its recent flash flood. Lots of C8 Corvettes spied on trailers just going all over the country. Kind of craziness. But Ever Jeff says we have an American Cocker Spaniel in black as well. Yeah, we wrapped Onyx. He was white originally, but I said, you know what, we got to wrap him. Ceramic coated the dog. Someone was going to say it. I knew it. So I tried to jump on it before someone else said it. Thumbs up, Onyx. You're rocking it, says Ken. Yeah, guys, one last time, if I could, please grab a thumbs up from you guys. I'd appreciate it. We had almost 300 people watching today. Let's see where we're at with the thumbs ups.
170 something.
Exactly 170. If we could hit 200 before we wrap this up, I'd really appreciate it, guys. If you haven't hit the thumbs up,
hit it.
Yeah. Canada does not have gas guzzler, but starting September 1st, we will have a luxury tax. Oh, that's far better.
Yeah.
Always got to be some sort of tax. We can't have tax-free stuff. That would be too much fun.
No. How else would we? Don't need it.
We're at 173. We got what was that? 27 more? Yeah, that sounds about right. Future Son said he's going to send me the Speed Phenom thing later. It's pretty messed up. Check Venmo. Steve sent a Venmo.
Good job, Steve.
Hey.
Not that Steve, the other Steve. Steve Robertson. He says, for the cause. He donated $50, so he'll be entered 5 times to win the engine appearance package from C8 Vet Parts Online. So we got a lot of donations today. Let's go ahead real quick. We're going to end this poll. We got 74 votes. All right. So has the price for the Z06 turned you off from wanting one? 60% say no and 39% say yes. Interesting. So almost 40% of you have bowed out of taking a Z06 because of the price. Huh. Yeah. Ever Jeff, I do look at that pretty often. He asked, anyone else check the National Corvette Museum cameras daily to check out the cars? Can't wait till we start seeing Z06 pickups. That is going to be pretty cool to see those things down there.
Oh.
Yeah, you can see, if you guys didn't know that, you can actually go to their website and you can see all of their live cameras, and they have them aimed directly at the spot where a car will sit. I don't remember how many bays there are. There's at least 4. There might be more. And you can literally see a customer's car sitting there waiting to be delivered to that customer, and it's all roped off. It's really cool. It's a really cool experience. 196, guys. We got 4 more to hit 200 thumbs ups. That would be really, really cool if we could do that. Got to be pretty close. Man, my thing must be lagging really bad because I'm still at 181. Where are we at here? So we got 191 watching and 181 thumbs ups on my record here. So
oh yeah, never mind. I was looking at the wrong number.
Ken's saying we got 194. So either mine's really lagging or his is like super ahead.
Yeah, mine says 183. 185.
KD said, I think SP made a video about Z06 orders being canceled. Is this true? I guess SP is probably Speed Phenom. Orders. No orders are being canceled specifically like from GM, but I made a video recently talking about a certain dealership that was canceling orders. And what I suspect they were doing was canceling the order at MSRP to replace them later for over MSRP. Yeah, showing 188. So Ken, are you seeing 204 thumbs ups, Ken? Or just, are you talking about how many people were watching? That might be. 11-second clip says, my Z07 will be there one day. I'm doing a pickup. My buddy lives in Louisville, Kentucky, so I get a pickup from the airport. Nice.
Wow.
Basically, the initial price of the Z07 and packages will, with the must-have options, may cause some people to back out. Yeah. And that's the thing is if you option this car fully out, you're talking 180,000 for a C8 Corvette Z06. That's pricey.
Yeah, big time.
The only reason a dealership will cancel an order is because they want to add, the dealer markups. Of course, I think that is the case. I don't want to say that that's definitely the case just because I don't know for sure, but it definitely looks that way. Speed Phenom's friend got his deposit at MSRP he had down since 2019, got returned, and they are canceling customer orders and speccing their own and auctioning them off. Yeah, so that's another thing that's been happening a lot with the Z06. A lot of dealerships are taking their allocations, buying their own specs, setting them on the lot, and then auctioning them off to the highest bidder. Ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But I have heard of at least 4 dealerships doing that exact thing. And I mean, it doesn't get a whole lot more disgusting than that. I mean, you're taking a car that people really want, and you're saying, yeah, open your checkbook, pay millions of dollars for this thing. It's gross.
Yeah. And we're really close. 5 more.
5 more, guys. 5 more thumbs ups. It's real easy. It looks like this, and it's free. C8 Vet Parts Online. Rich, he says, the museum delivery is totally worth it. I did it on my C8 to make you feel like a king. Yeah. I really wanted to do it with my C8 as well. The only reason I didn't was because I needed to get it to blackout tinting ASAP, and the fastest way for me to get it there was to just drive it from my dealership at the time. But I might do the museum delivery with the Z06.
I'm doing the home delivery.
I mean, if they ever offer that option, I would do it too.
Well, I guess I'm getting it shipped, from Cali to Texas. So
yeah, I'm really curious how that's gonna work. Like,
yeah.
I feel almost like that's a better way to do it than to go to your local dealership and pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, it's going to feel so much better watching that thing come off the trailer. It's going to be an awesome feeling.
I assume you'll be here. I know we've talked about it.
Yeah. As long as it's not like it is whenever my T-Rex came in, I literally woke up to a text. Hey, your truck's here. Oh, okay. Like I had no idea it was, as long as I have a couple days notice, I will be there. Yes.
Same with me with mine.
Yeah, actually it was. Yeah. The exact same process. And that it's the way it works. Like Mopar has no idea where their freaking cars are at. It's insane.
No, it said August 23rd, and then, hey, your truck's here.
Yeah, August 23rd. Now scratch that. It's actually in the parking lot now.
Exactly.
Shiny Fenders, he's referring to the fact that him and I both have placed an order. Well, I will be placing an order with a Boardwalk Chevrolet in California, and they're going to trailer the car right to our house. So it's kind of a home delivery.
Yep. Plus, it's always fun for your neighbors to be like, what the heck is going on out there? Is this guy getting another car? What's going on?
Yeah. I like that idea.
Mm-hmm. What are we at? 204. Sweet.
All right, guys, we hit it. You guys make this happen every single week. It's fantastic. Thank you all again for tuning in. I think we're going to... Yeah, VT16, you missed the 200th this time. When will this ZR1 C8 launch? I am sticking to my guns here that I don't know that we're going to get a C8 ZR1. I think Chevy might just skip the ZR1 and go straight to the Zora this time around. But again, no facts behind this. This is just my personal opinion. Great White North Corvette says, how many years will they run the Z06? Assuming nothing crazy happens, and I mean, in today's world, there is no guarantees of anything. If nothing crazy happens, though, they should run the Z06 all the way to the end of production, which I have kind of speculated as a 2030, 2032 end production for the C8. So odds are good they'll run the Z06 all the way to the end. assuming, you know, the world economy doesn't collapse before then. But yeah, guys, I think that's it. Any final words from the Vette Syndicate guys?
Just want to say thank you guys for watching. We always have a great time.
Yeah, always a good time.
Good time supporting us. You know, definitely get over to Vette Syndicate on Instagram if you really want to talk to us. I know there's a few people that are watching right now. Sometimes I'm overwhelmed. I'm always communicating with General Lee. Oh man, that guy, he doesn't sleep like I don't sleep.
Right.
We're like, what color did you get? Hey, how about your garage?
Yeah. General Lee's garage. Actually, I think you sent me some pictures, General, but if you're still on here, email me pictures specifically of your garage. We gotta talk about that in the next live video. Dr. Corvette, thanks for tuning in. I want to see that garage though, because it is nice. Zippity's garage tuned in, guys. What's up, man? Yeah, well, we'll definitely be at Carlisle. Me and Jason for sure. Steve is a maybe. But yeah, go on his channel and just give him a whole bunch of crap until he comes. Great to see Texas represented on the stream, Clark Racing says. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. These two guys over here, both of them. These are both Texans.
Mm-hmm.
We can drive our cars all year round.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, General's going to send me some pictures of the garage, guys. Be ready for that, because this guy's garage is a thing of a car guy's dream.
Yeah.
Ken says, get your HPO merchandise too. Wear it with pride. Ken is a big supporter of the HPO merchandise. I love it. I learned a lot from Justin about Corvettes. You are awesome. Thank you, says Ramin. Thank you. Larry, good night. Guys, I think we're gonna end this one up, or wrap this one up, I guess. We will catch you in the next one, which will be next Monday.
Thank you for the anniversary wishes.
Yeah. See you guys.